Conclusion. Beyond anger. Anger is part of being human. It is neither good nor bad in itself. It is energy. Energy that can destroy or energy that can heal. The journey of this book has been to show that anger does not have to master us. We can learn to carry it with wisdom, courage, love, and power. We began by exploring the many faces of anger: external, internal, resentment, and transformative. Each form carries both danger and possibility. Anger can lash out, turn inward, fester over time, or rise into a force for justice and renewal. It can turn something wrong into something right. The question is never simply, will I be angry? The question is, what will I do with my anger? We then looked at the growth from dualistic thinking to deeper ways of seeing. As children, we need black and white categories. But as adults, dualism often becomes a trap that stunts our relationships and escalates. Maturity often calls us to look past winners and losers, right and wrong, and into the richer questions of creating an understanding of one another. Compromise, healthy boundaries, healing, and growth. From there, we explored tools for de-escalation. We saw how anger floods the body with adrenaline, hijacking reason and empathy, but with simple, intentional practices, like not interrupting, breathing to calm internal adrenaline, reflective listening, I statements, careful body language, and curiosity, we can lower the temperature. De-escalation is the doorway to connection. Start with one, and let it grow. We discovered the power of curiosity as an antidote to judgment. Curiosity builds bridges while judgment builds walls. By leaning in with genuine questions instead of rushing to conclusions, we create safety and connection in the very moments anger most tempts us to divide. Then we learn to think for a change through the practice of cognitive reconstructs. By slowing down, becoming curious, reframing our thoughts, and replacing distortions with clarity, we can shift our feelings and our behaviors. Anger becomes manageable when we learn to master the stories we tell ourselves. Finally, we explored the difference between influence and control, and the freedom that makes relationships healthy. Control manipulates and breeds resentment, influence encourages and nurtures growth. Freedom is always the fertile soil where trust and love will flourish. Living beyond anger. To live beyond anger does not mean we will never feel it again. Anger is triggered all the time in forms of disappointment, hurt, judgments. So expect it. It means we can choose to learn how to listen to it, honor it, and direct it wisely. This is a learned skill requiring intentional, frequent practice. Anger can be a teacher, a mirror, and a motivator, but only if we choose to respond instead of reacting. The gift of anger is that it shows us something matters. The challenge of anger is that it tests how we will carry it. The invitation of anger is that it can be transformed into connection, healing, justice, and love. When we move beyond anger, we move toward life, toward peace, toward healthier relationships, and toward becoming the people we were always meant to be. Closing meditation. Take a deep breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. Picture the times when anger has overwhelmed you. Moments of sharp words, wounded silence, or lingering resentment. Feel it in your body. Notice them. Hold them gently without judgment. I notice you here with me. The feelings are part of your story, but they do not define you or determine your choices. Now, imagine your anger as a fire. Left unchecked, it can burn and destroy. But in your cooling hands, guided with care, it becomes light and warmth. It becomes energy for change, courage for truth, and passion for love. Whisper these words to yourself. I am not my anger. My anger is my teacher. I have the power to pause, to breathe, to choose. I can turn anger into understanding, judgment into curiosity, control into influence, and fear into freedom. Visualize yourself standing at a crossroads. There are two signs pointing. One path leads to reaction, anger, the other to response, peace. One leads to walls, the other to bridges. Choose the path of peace. Choose the path beyond anger. Slowly walk forward, breathing gently, and notice the sense of peace rising within you, expanding in your chest. Be still in this feeling for a few minutes. It is precious and it is always within you if you want to choose it. Now release a final breath. Slowly, as you carry this truth forward, anger may visit you, but it need not master you. You are free to live with wisdom, skill, courage, compassion, and love. May this little book be a guide for your journey beyond anger. With much love, Ed and Trish.